I want to share with you guys this little modification I made to the ShopBot, see what you thought about it. What this is a Z0 plate that is flush with the top of the table. So it's pretty simple. It's basically an aluminum block. It's threaded. It's got this metal shaft and the set screw, and it's wired into input 1, so the same input that your Z0 plate is wired into, and it attaches with just rare earth magnets. So it's got a couple magnets embedded into it, and the block is made to be the pretty much the exact width of one of the support rails here in the ShopBot. And so you just put it in, kind of magnet it in place like that. And the idea here is to be able to zero your X and Y and your Z all in one shot. This is great for me when I come in the morning and mount a new tool and want to get to cutting. So I'll show you how the code works here. So we just run this little script I made up for it, which is basically a modification of XY0 and Z0. And it'll do the pretty much the standard XY0 routine. I just took away the prompts so that you can do this in one shot without having to enter on your keyboard a bunch of times. So after it does the XY0, it'll come over here because it now knows where the plate is. And we'll do the Z0 routine. Pretty standard. And once it's done with that, heads back home, and that's it. Your X, Y, and Z are now zeroed, and your Z is obviously zero to the table. What I did in the code too is I was able to make it so you don't have to change your ShopBot settings. So if you're using a standard zero plate like this or the other one, you have that setting set in your ShopBot settings. You don't have to change those for this. The code accounts for the fact that this is flush with the table. It's pretty easy to get flush too. I'd use a square, a big straight edge, and just loosen the set screw and make it flush every time I surface my table. You can also run the little Z0 code as kind of a little snippet of code in a, if you're doing sort of a manual tool change. So you can have your tool drive over, raise up, you can change the tool, and before the cutting file starts again, it'll drive over here and poke at this little plate and re-zero your Z. So hopefully you guys like this. Let me know what you think.